Hi, good afternoon everyone. So my name is Arnel Madraso, I'm the teacher blogger. So currently, we are here at Ateneo de Zamboanga University. I'm with my friend, Sir Rob, Dr. Rob delos Reyes, sir, di ba?
Yeah.
In your Facebook, it is Reyes. So,
Rob Reyes.
why did you remove tape? If you don't mind me asking.
Actually, delos. Because I find I don't really put like the formal information on it.
So you're quite,
Just using Rob Reyes.
it's like for confidentiality.
Yeah.
Okay, so purpose of vlogging this, of course, if you notice in my Facebook, someone shared about, I think I already tagged it and shared it,
Okay.
but I think I already talked about the book. So the book is, that's The Little Prince, and then to my knowledge, it's the first time that this has been translated into Chabacano language. And you know me, I'm an advocate of research in Chabacano. So that's the reason why we're here. So we're blogging the Chabacano version of The Little Prince.
Okay.
So, sir, why translate of all the literature? Of course, you are a literature teacher, an expert, right? So, why did you choose Little Prince to start, to begin with translating, right?
What I do know is that The Little Prince is the most popular children's book, and I think it would be of interest to linguists in particular to look into studying languages through translation work. So I think our language, the Chabacano, will be more accessible to people from other parts of the world through translation, and they can study our language through the translation of a popular book that is the Little Prince. Yeah.
And of course, this will be appreciated by young learners, correct?
I would say so, but as you know, the Little Prince, while it may be intended for young learners, it actually the subject can actually be for adult. You know,
Correct. But then, high school, some high school teachers are discussing this.
Yes,
but
yes,
mostly
yes.
first year college, right?
Yeah.
Here in Ateneo, usually what year
Actually, we don't.
do you require students to read this? It's a novel, correct?
Yeah, it's a novel, but we don't really require students in our college to read it, because what we know is that the book is actually introduced much early in their lives. So we would like
Not require, suggested
required. We
reading.
suggest them to read it, but we don't really anymore include it in our syllabus because we know that it's a popular book, and I think many, if not all, are interested in reading the book.
Okay.
So
So when was this? You graduated, let's talk about your stint in Ateneo de Manila University. So you graduated, of course, for your information, PhD in, what's this? PhD
in English language and literature.
English Language and Literature at Ateneo de Manila University. Before you left for Manila, I was the chair of the department. You were considering moving to Ateneo de Manila. Then,
Not really. My really purpose there was just to finish my PhD. So.
but when we were, remember in Davao? Okay, so we attended, that's a consultation for the new program for AB Lit and AB English. But the new program, new curriculum. What was that? Were you finishing already your PhD then, or you were just applying?
Actually, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I didn't go for studies at that time yet.
Okay, so you were full-time the head.
The head. Yeah, I
The
was
head.
chair.
Okay. So currently, what position are you holding?
I'm back as a chair of the department.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, all right. So, a while ago I said he's my friend because really, this Ignatian people are really very kind. So, remember the.
I know. We don't have to talk about
Okay, so
it here.
really, it's there was in Davao. He did something that is really humane.
Okay.
Sacrifice his flight because we'll not talk about the unfortunate
You still
incident about
remember
my
that.
stomach, right? So that's why now I really eat healthy.
Yeah.
Okay,
going
so
back,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think you wanted to know when I started working with the Little Prince. So actually, I worked on it when I was already back. When I was
Okay.
here, I was finished already with my PhD.
PhD.
So yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what is this? Do you have list of literature to translate, like priorities, list of materials to consider translating, or this just pop out to your
Yeah.
mind randomly? Okay, so I want to translate
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Actually, to be honest, there was a suggestion in the past by a friend to translate the Dead Stars, and then I said the language is too complex for me, and I have to study how to translate it in Chabacano. So, so that was just an idea then. But you know, translating the Little Prince is actually not really just my, that I decided to translate it out of my own volition. Somebody contacted me and asked if I'm interested to translate the Little Prince.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is funded, sir.
No, it's not funded, but
Okay.
actually, I was
Project.
made clear it is not funded, but I decided to do the work because I said that's going to be my contribution to the preservation of the language.
Okay, of course, Ateneo,
Yeah.
Ateneo's core values, no?
Yeah.
Priorities, no?
And I thought also I could have just translate it and then publish it here, but I think in terms of having access to it outside the world, it would be good to pursue the project because it will be published in Germany. So there it will be more accessible to other people as well who are interested to learn about our language.
Okay, so wait, sir, for a while. Regarding the process, no, the method
Okay.
that you use for the translation. So what is this? Have you included other validators or other translators on the process?
Actually, I did not. It was really a personal work. But of course, I considered the process of translating based on our readings when I was doing my PhD. So we had a translation course, and then from there, I learned translating is not just simply putting into another language a particular word.
I agree.
So I had to, of course, I use resources. Like I wanted to make sure that my the orthography that I'll be using will be consistent with what's already there. So I know in Ateneo there are some dictionaries in Chabacano, but
So you-
particularly, I use a dictionary
You use-
for to check on the orthography, see if we are actually consistent in our spelling. So I check on the dictionary, and then the other thing is, as a person, as I'm really born and raised in Zamboanga.
You are a
so,
native
yeah, I'm
Chabacano
really here,
speaker.
born and raised. Both parents are Chabacano. They're born and raised here, so they were my resources.
Okay.
In the process of translation. And then in the process, if I should say, because I think in terms of the spelling, while there are resources, people do not yet subscribe to certain spelling system
Correct.
for our language.
Yes.
So I in a way, if as a person who is into language or languages, I wanted also to sort of influence how we can work on our spelling system in such a way that people can easily remember. So
Okay.
I did something like a personal, guide on how to spell
Right here,
some
yeah.
certain words.
Okay, so are you more of a purist in your approach in adapting these words?
That's
Because
like,
Irene Barrios is really a purist in terms
I'm
of...
glad you asked that question. So personally, I can say really I'm not a purist.
You
The
are
fact
not.
that I'm doing work on translanguaging, so I'm not a purist. I welcome these developments in the language because I think these developments what actually allows our language, our Chabacano language, to consistently, stay there and be used and spoken by.
So
many
you
languages.
welcome the evolution of Chabacano.
I did, and I wasn't conservative really in my spelling, but the general
The
rules.
the Z, and the S,
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So
or V
Or
and
the
V.
V.
So what do you
yeah, to
subscribe?
begin
Oh.
with, like just Chabacano. No? So I think many, especially the purists, would like to think that it should be spelled with a V.
Yes,
Right?
yes, sir.
But I personally, I would subscribe to the boy, the B, the Chabacano, because not only because linguists spell it away, but I think if you observe us when we speak, that's basically how we
pronounce. We don't say Chaba. Oh.
So I go by that as well. No?
Why do you think people use B?
Probably because
For prestige.
it looks more Spanish.
For prestige.
Yeah, for prestige, and
Okay.
it looks more Spanish. But I think
So in your book, of course, you spell Chabacano. It's B.
yeah.
It's B.
Yeah, I use the boy. Yeah, I
Okay,
use
so
the
very
boy.
consistent all
Yeah,
throughout.
I use that. Yes.
In the academy, we use B, correct?
Yeah,
In research,
the
we use
linguists
B.
also use Chabacano with the boy, not the V.
So you're consistent with
Yeah,
that.
I use that.
So you're
I
not
use that.
pressured by the media.
No, I don't. That's why I said, as a person into the language, I thought that it could be my entry point to influence
Yeah,
people
you-
how to look at the language.
You have corpus here, right? I think you have started lexicography. You started, right? So still letter B for Chabacano.
I don't know what work you're referring to.
There's
but,
so many work here on
I
Chabacano,
know. Yeah, there's
right?
one which was done by the Language Project, and then one of the things that they did to gather that to develop the corpus was a short story writing contest.
Okay.
And I actually joined, and I got the first place
Yeah.
for that.
So there,
So,
how is Chabacano? Letter B.
yeah, I was
Okay.
using letter B, and I think if you look at the they're using the Chabacano with the B.
Sir, this is already a resource because this is video, and then we have expert.
I know
Because
I
this has been an argument in class, in graduate school. They're asking me, but I was just providing them with what academicians would use, right? So I said, in graduate school, if you'll read dissertation, B.
Yeah.
Because linguists would use B.
Yeah,
But then, so they are asking me why. So now here,
Yeah, that's
Direct
my
from the horse's
personal.
mouth.
Yeah, that's my personal bias, if you should say. You know, like that's how I would.
on my part, I started using B, no, on my
But-
post because of perhaps it's because of the frequency of use, maybe, no? Frequency of use.
But I think it shouldn't really be a problem, you
Yeah.
know. Like, but it's just that when you publish, for example, outside, really, that's I think I would say how they spell the word. So I just spell it that way.
Okay, so the book is out. So sorry, per order, right? So we ordered it.
Yeah, it's like this because it's published in Germany.
Germany.
And
The title of the book
the
is
title is El Principe Nino.
El Principe Nino. In fact, this is the Chabacano version of the Little Prince.
The Little
Okay, so
Prince.
Germany.
And in that translation, I made sure that it's really spelled out there that it's Zamboangueño Chabacano because
Okay, is there some sort of a link that, let's say you want to place an order?
right now there
Nothing.
isn't, but if you like, the publisher has an FB.
Okay.
Or
Would you want us to course through you directly,
That
right?
can also
So
be
Facebook.
done. That can
Okay.
also be done. It's just that because it will come from Germany, it takes some time for the book.
So Sir Rob in Facebook is Rob Reyes. So of course this video is already a reference, no, for those of
Yes.
you who would want direct from the author's mouth, right?
Yeah.
That if you want to place an order, for me I already ordered. Now honestly, I'm not thinking of the cost, but I'm thinking of it's a resource, right? That I can use, a source that I can use even in the graduate school and with my students, right?
Okay. Maybe we could just do an update of this when the book arrives. You know, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually under
Then the form, right?
Yeah.
The appearance of the book. So
Yeah.
it's nice since I will be book reviewing that. I
Okay.
will be book reviewing the Chabacano version.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
I'm teaching the Little Prince.
Yeah.
So I'll have to compare the approach,
Yes.
no? I will have to
I'll
compare whether the
welcome-
meaning of certain utterances changed,
I know,
right?
Yeah. I'll welcome that kind of. This is academic work, no? So I think that should be welcomed, and I'm really going to learn from the feedback that they're going to give.
So I'm going to book blog review El
please
Principe
do.
Nino,
El
correct?
Principe
El Principe. That's the first Chabacano material that I'll be
as far as
reviewing.
I know, yes.
So I will be blog reviewing the first Chabacano book in this blog, right? So okay, so next is his study about Chinese language, right? So let us look for good location.